Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a new video for you guys, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing some tips on how to grow your following on Instagram. If you guys didn't know, in 2020, at the very beginning of 2020, I reached 1 million followers on Instagram, which is huge, and I'm just so grateful and excited, and I am ready to continue to work because I have bigger goals. But I am here to share some tips and tricks that can help you grow your following to 1 million or more, and hopefully it helps you guys. So if you guys are interested to hear these tips to grow your following on Instagram, then please stay tuned and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter, and turn on your post notifications, and let's get right into the video. What people don't tend to realize is that every social media platform is very different because they all have different algorithms, and your followers don't just transfer over from one to the next. Like, if that was the case, then everybody would hit 1 million or whatever their milestones on each social media platform at the very same time, and it just doesn't happen like that. So I'm here to talk about Instagram because I feel like I've mastered a way to grow following on Instagram. So I'm here to share some tricks, well, some tips to help you guys. I have it in my phone, so I'm gonna be looking at my phone. So the very first tip I have is to find your niche and be consistent. So whatever that is, you have makeup, you have hair, you have fashion, you have gaming, like anything that is your interest, like whatever your interest is, just find it, and that may take a while as well. If you go way down to my Instagram page, I actually started doing like lip art, I was doing like crazy creative makeup at one point. I think my very first picture as KissedByKen was a fashion picture, and then I was actually doing like a mixture of things around that time, and then eventually my fashion posts got a lot more attention, or like a really good selfie. It really just depends, but you kind of have to like find what works. Like whatever is getting more attention when it comes to what you're posting, then maybe that is your niche. Maybe you need to go through that area and create more of that. And also being consistent alongside finding your niche. I say being consistent as far as like put yourself on a schedule. Like if you only upload on, well, post a picture on Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays, then make sure that you stay consistent on that schedule. And also pay attention, which is really cool, what Instagram actually has in its features is that you can actually see what time your followers are most active. So I think that that is like the dopest thing, well, one of the dopest things that Instagram has, although they messed up the algorithm in doing all that, but whatever. We're gonna talk about the good stuff about Instagram. They actually help you see your statistics and where you're following, like at what time they're on and all that stuff. I personally would suggest starting to post around like lunchtime. I mean, it's quarantine now, so I feel like any time on Instagram is pretty much gonna work because a lot of people are working from home or are home and all that stuff. But best time I feel like is in the morning to like mid-afternoon, and in my opinion. I would say if you're starting, try posting around those times. Also, be consistent. For me, what works for my page and what's worked for me is posting every single day. Whenever I do slow down is because I am actually really busy in my actual life and I have a lot of other things going on, or I'm preparing to come back really strongly on Instagram. But if I'm just going on Instagram, like if I'm just trying to grow my following and I'm continuing to just work and stuff, then it's an everyday thing for me, and that's something that's worked for my page. And I heard a couple of other influencers and stuff also say that that actually works for them as well. The next one is quality. You have to make sure the quality of your photos are pretty good. I wouldn't say you have to go and get a fancy camera or anything like that. I mean, the new phones like iPhones and Androids actually have really great cameras. So I wouldn't say you have to get a fancy camera at all. However, if you are going to invest in a camera, I would personally recommend any Lumix camera. Like that's what I use, and people always ask me what camera I use, so that's what I use, the Lumix camera. You can get, honestly, even like the cheaper Lumix cameras are freaking fire. I'm not gonna go into depth about how great and how different the Lumix is from other cameras. If you guys would like me to do that, then let me know and I'll do it in another video, but I want to continue on with the tip. So besides the camera, you're also gonna need really great lighting. You can use window, like outdoor lighting. You can use like just like the little, they have like really small like ring lights. Even like the ring lights I have, I think I got them really inexpensively. I think you can find a really good inexpensive ring light on Amazon if I'm not mistaken. If I do find any, I will link it in the description box below, as well as my camera actually. I'll have the link in the description box below if I find it. But you really do need a great quality. And if you don't really find like your lighting and your stuff like that, like for example, as I mentioned in one of my older videos, I don't necessarily like use filters. My pictures are just edited and then I post them like that. But if you can't find like good lighting and stuff, then just make sure your aesthetic is actually like doing something, you know, like make sure that you have like a specific filter that you always use and is kind of just making your page look cohesive. So that's what I mean about quality. You kind of just want it, like your presentation is pretty much everything when it comes to Instagram. So the third tip I'm gonna talk about is hashtags and tags. Hashtags are the things that it looks like this, like it's kind of like the number sign, and you use it in your caption or in your comments, and I'll talk about how to do that really quickly. And then your tags are the people or company that you're tagging in your actual picture. I haven't actually used either of them to its fullest extent, but as far as I can remember, the tags go up to like 20. Like you can tag up to 20 companies or 20 people in your photo. And then the hashtags, I can't remember what's the limit on that, but I feel like you can use endless hashtags on your pictures. When I first started, hashtags and tags were my thing. Like use everything. Use up to 20 tags in your photos. Use up to whatever number of hashtags in your photos. And so like for example, if you are doing makeup, if you're doing a makeup photo, then you want to post all of the shout out, you want to tag all of the shout out pages and stuff in your picture, and you also would like to hashtag them because some of them require you to hashtag them so they can see. But I would suggest just using both of them and max everything out. Like hashtags and tags will be your friend, especially if you are just starting. And now what's cool is that you can actually follow hashtags on Instagram, so that's pretty dope. A lot of people and a lot of companies have actually found me just from using New York City hashtags. So hashtags definitely do work. Okay, number 4 is shoutouts. So whatever you're doing, whatever your niche is, there's always pages, there's always other pages that are doing the kind of the same thing, right? So whatever it is, I'm gonna continue to use makeup because it's like the easiest example that I can give right now, but literally it exists for everything that you might think of. So for makeup, you have to find pages that are going to shout out your makeup looks. For example, I think one of them is like Wake Up in Makeup, and that is solely a page that reposts other artists' makeup looks and stuff like that. So you want to find a page that is correlated to whatever you are posting, and then make sure to maybe reach out to them and ask them if they can shout out your page or shout out your post or post you on your story. I know a lot of people also do shout out for shout out, but the only thing is you really have to make sure you guys are in the same kind of like category. Like you guys have to, you guys' pages have to match, because otherwise your following isn't gonna work for them and their following isn't gonna work for you. Like if you have a gamer, if you want a gamer to shout you out but you are posting makeup looks, their following is not gonna follow you because they're following that person because of gaming. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make sure that it is cohesive, and you have to make sure that whoever you're asking has the same amount of followers, maybe like obviously a little bit more, but even if you guys have, let's say, like the same number of followers, it still can be beneficial because the people that are following them is not following you. Like you guys definitely have some followers that aren't mutual. So yeah, be sure to reach out and hopefully get some shout outs. You should never be ashamed to ask for help, especially if you're trying to grow a following. Everybody started somewhere, and I remember I definitely did that for a lot of pages and stuff. And actually the pages that still shout me out to this day is a lot for like my fashion or just being curvy. Like they were the ones that I actually reached out to like years ago, and they just continue to shout me out throughout the years. So that's actually helped me grow my following like a lot. So you guys can build relationships and stuff like that. And then when you get really big, you can help out with their page and stuff like that. It's all about, what do you call that? Networking. Number 5 is commenting / showing love. So you definitely want to make sure to comment and make friends and network on Instagram. It sounds like duh, of course you have to do that, but really, like, you don't just, okay, today I'm gonna comment on this person's thing and that's it. Like, you kind of have to do it for a lot of people. Like, go through your followers lists or go through hashtags. Hashtags is a great way to find people that are doing the same thing that you're doing, or to even make friends in the same city or anything like that. If you go through like hashtag makeup, you're gonna find a bunch of people. You might want to try to use specific hashtags and just comment on people's pictures. Like, comment like, hey, I really love what you're doing. Is there any way we can work? Hey, let's collaborate. Hey, I just love, like, just compliment whatever they're doing and just start that, like, get the ball rolling in that, because when you show love to someone else, they're more than likely gonna show love right back to you, and then it's just gonna build a lot of, like, whatever you give, you get back kind of thing, and everybody's winning. So definitely be sure to comment and show love. I'm actually sharing some tips on what to stay away from as well on Instagram, because I've seen a lot of people make a lot of different mistakes on Instagram, and it just doesn't help when it comes to growing a genuine following. So number 6 is to stay away from fake followers. So there are a bunch of pages that actually try to reach out to you to get you to get fake followers on, like, it's basically bots, right? I think it's like, that's what people call them now. But it's just like fake pages, and they just give you a bunch of followers, and there's no real person behind the pages, I believe. Truly, that just never really works, because it's very visible when somebody has a fake following. Like, it's very just like, yes, it's gonna throw the people, like your genuine followers, it's gonna throw people off, and it's gonna be like, well, this doesn't add up, or you can easily see like the comments and stuff just kind of don't even make sense and stuff like that. So it really doesn't ever help you to grow your following. It's really just gonna be a waste of money, because I think most of those services you have to pay for, and 2, it's not gonna help in the long run. And plus, I think Instagram also started deleting pages that actually was using like fake following and stuff. So stay away from the fake followers thing. Along with that, number 7 is to stay away from people that say that they can verify your page, or if they send you like a weird link. You have to pay attention to, first of all, everybody who says that they can verify your page and it's not actually Instagram, it's not true. So don't listen to the people that are trying to tell you like, hey, I can verify your page and blah blah blah. You can end up losing your page and everything that you have worked for till now. So stay away from those kinds of people, and also stay away from links that just look suspicious. I have a couple of friends actually that lost their pages because they clicked on weird links that somebody DM'd them. Like, either they got hacked or whatever it is, like they just lost their following because they clicked on weird links that someone sent them. Along those lines, if someone emails you, also pay attention to where the email is coming from, because a lot of times it might seem like it looks official, but it'll be like one dot here or like one little misspell, and it's really not from Instagram or anything like that. And then again, you end up getting your page hacked or something like that. So pay attention to where the sources are coming from, because it's not coming from the actual source. Okay, just don't do it. There is no easy way out. You have to put the hard work in. So don't believe these people when they're telling you that, hey, I can help you. No, just put your work in, and it's gonna, like, you're gonna get rewarded for your hard work. So number 8 kind of goes along with the idea of quality and making sure your page is looking nice and the whole aesthetic kind of thing. Number 8 is to try out different themes. What I mean by different themes is, for example, I tried, and I kind of still jump back and forth into this thing, is trying different colors. So I'll do, since I do fashion and stuff, or even like my makeup pictures and my selfies and stuff, I'll just use like red for like a whole couple of whatever posts, for a number of posts, and then I'll go to blue, and then I'll go to green, and yada yada yada. You guys get the point. Another great thing is to follow the themes when it comes to holidays. So December, you could have posted all just Christmas and winter kind of looks and stuff like that. Or if you guys have, like, let's say you have an accessory page, you can put like a snowflake earring or stuff like that. Like, just make sure to kind of play around with themes and stuff, because especially when it's like a holiday or a different season or something, those hashtags are the most used at that time. So it's gonna get you a higher, just more viewers on your posts. And number 9 is to always pay attention to the algorithm. As we all know, Instagram has changed their algorithm quite a bit, and people's following is not matching up to the amount of likes and interactions and impressions and how many accounts it reached. Like, it's really crazy how far some people's like content stuff have dropped. Really annoyed with it, but you have to move with the times, and you have to just pay attention to what works and how it's working. Whatever it is, just always pay attention to what is changed, and you have to kind of like move with the times. So like, okay, maybe this is gonna work. You're gonna have to always try to switch it up, because the algorithm is gonna continue to change, and people change too. So what they liked before, like maybe a year ago, is not gonna be the same thing that they like now. So you do have to move with the time and still staying true to yourself, but moving with how everything and everybody else is moving. You get what I'm saying? I hope that made sense. And last but not least is number 10. Post pictures or revisit pictures, repost pictures that went viral for you, or not even viral, but like it was super duper good in whatever time. This is something that I definitely done a lot, especially in the past couple of months, because I wasn't posting due to the pandemic and stuff and not being able to really get my shoots done. I definitely started posting like older pictures that went viral and pictures that helped me grow my following before. And what that does is gonna, like, because it did good, that means people really liked it, so it's going to bring more traction to your page, because it already worked in the past before, so it's gonna work again. So definitely be sure that if you do see what's working and stuff, you can't just repost a great picture and it'll probably even reach new people, which it definitely has for me. I've actually reposted like older pictures, and it even got even more of an interaction and more views and stuff like that. So definitely try doing that as well. Overall, I just want to say that when it comes to Instagram and any social media platform, you really just have to put the work in. There's not going to be an easy way out to anything. Even me using these tips and stuff, it still took a lot of work. Like, it still took so much work. Like, I don't even know what else to say, but it does take time. You have to kind of like be patient with it, and that's why it's great when you're passionate about whatever it is that you're producing, whatever content you're producing. Just make sure that you are passionate about it, because then it's not gonna feel as heavy, and it's not gonna feel like work, you know? It's gonna feel like, I actually love doing this. I love creating looks. I love doing what I'm doing. Like, I love helping this. I love doing this. Like, you have to make sure that you're really passionate and everything about it, because that is the only way that you're gonna see through it. Even when you feel like, man, I'm having a drought right now, I'm not getting a lot of followers, or this and this and that. Like, you just have to kind of like see it through, and the only way you're gonna see it through is if you really love what you do. If you're trying to grow your following, be patient and stay consistent, and it will give in due time. And if something is not working, be sure to change it up while still staying true to yourself. And honestly, that is the best advice that I can give anybody. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you guys have any extra tips that have worked for you, then be sure to comment down below and share with everybody, so we can get a whole helpful session kind of going. And if I think of anything else, then I'll write it in the description box. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want more videos like this, then be sure to let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!